You just need to do two things. First, read the documentation. Second, read it twice, and but this time, do the practical. Never watch any video. Just watch video. Never just read any blog. Never just read the documentation. Never just do the learning. Learning is all about knowledge backed by the practical. Within 3-4 months, I realized that the best way to learn is to teach. Never afraid of like, hey, this is a very silly project, I want to do something, let's just do the silly one, bro. Then you need to do the advanced one.
It's like saying that I can write hello world in these many languages.
I don't have to create my resume because my YouTube is my resume. Every person need to know one very important thing. There are many things which we have never taught, never in school, never in college. So like financial freedoms, how to deal with financial freedom, how to do the money management, how to speak to the people, how to build a good relationship, how to build a network. And in that package, this thing comes. Okay, so basically, I'm from very small city. It's called Katni, from near Jabalpur, if you know, in MP. So from there, I started my like life of being something. So then I I moved to Jabalpur for pursuing the engineering, and I did my engineering in electrical. Then after that, I found that okay, coding is something cool. So let's do something. So I started learning about that, and within 3-4 months, I realized that the best way to learn is to teach. So then when I started my YouTube, and throughout the YouTube, I started with Laravel basically, but throughout the YouTube, many people reached me, and in 2020, Pfizer company came to me and said they offered me a job. So right now, I'm doing a job as a full stack developer in Pfizer and doing this content creation and a lot of other things. So this is a brief intro.
You mentioned that you had an electrical background. So
Yep.
why did you transition into CS and how did that process look like?
Okay, so basically, it's all about interest. It's not a suggestion that if you are electrical engineer, you should move to the CS. It's all about the interest. Whatever excites you, just go with that. So that's the thing. So even before engineering in my school days, I used to do coding very well, and I was very good at coding during that time. So after completing this engineering, I realized that okay, this electrical thing. After completing, I realized that this is not my thing. So I thought, okay, let's explore different things. So I thought, okay, coding is something which excites me. So let's start learning. So then I started watching the tutorials, the YouTube tutorials, and then I found that okay, this is really nice, and I can easily move to the next topic. So I started with what is HTML. Then within a week, I am on JavaScript. Then within a month, I am on PHP. So I thought it's a really good process, and so that's how I moved from electrical to CS. And the path I follow is very simple. Whatever you have to learn, just start teaching it. Because when you teach, you learn 10x against when you're just trying to learn. So that was my like motto, you can say. So this is the process basically.
So I'm guessing you started your YouTube just to teach as well.
Yes. So initially, like from 2017 till like 2021, I was on the phase of just creating video to learn things. So
Okay.
I was not caring about the subscribers, the views. I was like, okay, this is the thing I want to learn. Let's make a video of it, and I don't care if people are watching or not. just want to create the video and publish it. That's it. So that was the goal. But after that, when I crossed 100K on YouTube, then I realized that okay, now I need to move my needle from just being my like just creating videos for myself to now creating videos for the audience. So you can see nowadays I'm creating videos on every other topic.
But that's a very long period you mentioned. Like until
Yeah.
2021, you were creating videos just for the sake of learning. So did not it get some at some point exhausting? Like, why am I still carrying on?
Oh, so that only happen if you are forced to do that thing. So see, if you are if you like to play cricket, nobody is going to tell you that hey, Sanskar, go and play cricket. You will like uh, from inner you will feel that okay, I need to play cricket for 1 hour, at least for 1 hour. So that was my thing. I want to learn things. I want to learn by teaching. So that was not a job for me. That was not a work. That was not anyone is forcing to me. It was from my inner thing. Like, okay, I need to learn this. Okay, let's learn it. Create a video, publish it. That's it. So that's why I was able to pursue that thing for a long period of time.
But when you are learning and at the same time creating content, it gets very easy to copy the content from where you are learning. Bringing your
Yeah.
originality gets very difficult. So did you think about that, or you just felt like whatever I'm creating is good?
So, in my opinion, you can never copy anything. You can never ever able to copy anything. Even if I say to you, there are 4 lines of about let's say Elon Musk, you have to write exactly on your sheet. Yes, you are copying each and every word and letter in your copy, but you that's not exact replica. It's your writing. You have put emotion. So if you are happy, you will write in a very nice handwriting. If you are sad or if you don't have mood for writing, you are writing in a very bad handwriting. So it's your content, right? Although the word and letter are exactly same, but there is little difference, so you cannot exact copy. So whenever I was reading something, I was watching another other video, and I learned things, then when I come to create video, that was mine because I put my essence, my spices on it. So that's how that video become mine, not any other copy.
Right. Also, when you are just beginning and creating content, there can be a feeling of knowing less. That I'm not an expert, but I'm still creating content. So, am
Yeah.
I able to deliver the value to my audience? How did you cope with that?
So first, when I had started that, at that time, I was having one funda is like, if I'm creating video, I don't have any audience, so nobody is going to watch. So even if I'm creating something wrong, nobody will care about it. Nobody is going to complain. But as soon as the channel grows, as soon as the audience is trusting me, I had to put more focus on creating right content and teaching something good and not doing any mistake during the courses. So as you progress on content creation, yes, you become you have more responsibility. But since you are constantly creating, you will get used to it. You will attain a level that you will not going to deliver a bad thing. But as a human, you may do mistakes. So
Right.
I always say that, hey, so, sometimes I get comment that, hey, Sarthak, this is wrong. This is a not good thing. You have mentioned it, but you have to do it in a different way. This is very bad practice. So I simply say that, okay, thank you for telling me this thing. I will try to do this. Try to fix this from my next video, and I just pin that comment at the top and just say that, hey people, if you're watching this video, please consider this thing. This person has corrected this mistake, and I'm sorry for that. That's it. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to think that you are doing something wrong. Just go on, carry on. Don't think and don't make it your hurdle. Just create content.
Right. Now let's talk about your content a bit. I have seen that you create content on a variety of topics,
Right.
various libraries, various frameworks, various languages. So what's the process? I'm sure that you must have figured out a way to learn something in the best way for you. So how do you learn things?
Okay, so this is a real question get I get every week, from every like people. They just ask me, Sarthak, how are you able to learn things every week, different things, not connected things. So
Right.
my only answer is, you just need to do two things. First, read the documentation. Read it like you are reading a normal book. Don't worry about if something is not getting into your head. Second, read it twice, and but this time, do it in a like do the practical. So first, you are getting the essence what exactly this library or framework is trying to say from the document point of view. But second time, you are actually doing what that documentation is saying. And since I have always in my mind that I need to create video on it, I need to teach something. So if I get a single question, a very little, like very silly question, I just search for that answer. And during searching, I get very minute things, and I use that minute things in my video. So for example, if I am learning, let's say, Angular, okay, and I need to install the Angular CLI, then question comes in my mind, why I need to install Angular CLI? Why can't I just clone the GitHub repository? Then I search for this answer, and if I found the answer, I just teach that thing. That, hey people, you may think that was my question, but I will frame it like that. Hey
Right.
people, you may think that why I'm just installing the CLI, why not just cloning? So I just put that thing in my video. And if you just want to learn anything, the only way is to do the practical. Never watch any video, just watch video. Never just read any blog. Never just read the documentation. Never just do the learning. Learning is all about knowledge backed by the practical. That is learning. Learning
Right.
is not just getting the knowledge. So if someone says, I know all of the, I can say, all of the world's country name, that's the knowledge. But what you're doing with that knowledge, if you're not using that knowledge
True.
anywhere, that's not a learning. It's just
It's
a data
like
in your.
it's like saying that I can write hello world in these many languages, but
Yeah,
just
yeah,
knowing
yeah.
how to write hello world.
But what next? But what you can
Exactly.
do with that?
So when you say that do the practical as well, so do you mean that building something by ourselves or we can follow a tutorial or a blog?
Okay, so first ever, most of the documentation has a very simple project kind of thing, maybe blog, to-do list. People will say that I'm done with the to-do list, but why? If you have created a to-do list, if you create to-do list in four different language, you are mastering in to-do list. You know how to create a to-do list in four different language. That's the amazing thing. You are master of to-do list. So never afraid of like, hey, this is a very silly project, I want to do something, let's just do the silly one, bro. Then you need to do the advanced one. So
Right.
always do a blog, a to-do list, because the goal is not to create a video. Goal is to understand the concept, right? So you just need to create very silly thing which cover a lot of concept. So that's the basic thing.
Another question here is that why did you learn all these languages and frameworks?
Okay, so first is like, I don't have any CS background, right? So I don't know how to do things in the right way. See, when I started learning programming, I started with Laravel as a only thing I know. So that is a backend framework. Okay, now people are, told me that, hey, Sarthak, are you following the solid principle? I was like, what is solid principle? You are doing a lot of amazing thing. You have a nice video, YouTube videos on Laravel. You don't know about solid principle? I said no. So people are like, what? So then I said that okay, there is something solid principle. So I started learning about solid principle. But if I learn solid principle in context of Laravel, I will stick with Laravel only. I may not know what world will look like outside of the Laravel. Or I'm not just like considering Laravel, whatever is your basic language. So if I
Hmm,
started
right,
with
right.
JavaScript, I don't know what world look like behind like outside of the JavaScript. So to explore things and to master things, as I said, like if you have to create a to-do list, you can create the to-do list in four different languages. Then you will know that how to create a to-do list in four different ways. Then you are the master of to-do
Right.
list, right? So if I have to master solid principle, I can see that how to apply the solid principle in four different languages. Then I will be the master of solid principle. So if you just want to explore, because exploration is the key to progress, I can say. Okay, so I try to explore different languages, different frameworks, so that I will know that okay, this is also a part where I can move my career. Okay, so before if, as said, I started with Laravel, which is a backend thing. Then I explored the JavaScript, and I said that, okay, Vue, React, Angular, these are also very nice. Then I mastered that also. Then I become a full stack developer. Then I realized that hey, there is something called deployment thing. You have to put your project on server. Then you need to learn about the AWS also. Then I have become the ops person also. And now my target is to learn about the DSA and system design. Who knows? I will become that person. So now I have four and five streams. Whatever excites me, I will go with that. And you whenever you pick a stream which you love, as well as you have great knowledge, nobody can stop you.
Right, right, right. No, I agree. But again, the like this question can have personal answers, but if you are exploring too much, then there might be a case when you don't become a big expert at anything and you just keep on exploring.
We generally call that person a baba. You know, so we crack a joke, like we friends, like to say that this thing happens when I was in Noida and I joined a company, and there was an intern who has knowledge of every language. Like we were talking about the React, and it's a, "Hey, sir, yeah, sir, in React we can do this." So, good, yeah. Then we were talking about, hey, Golang is the new thing. Sir, I know Golang. Good, yeah. Sir, I know Rust, WebAssembly. What are you doing? Are you Baba? You know everything. Now people calling me Baba. Like, yes, this is really this is the second phase of coin. Like first, if you explore different thing, you become good. You know better thing. But second, if you try different thing, you are not able to master anything. So it's now up to you how you are exploring things. So I explore, but I don't stuck with anything. So today I'm if learning Angular, I'll leave Angular totally. And if you are right now, if you trying to ask me any basic about Angular, I forgot. I don't have any knowledge because I just left after creating the video. But yes,
Okay.
if I have to do Angular tomorrow, it will just need half an hour to refresh everything. I have created the video on Mongo. I forgot about everything about the Mongo. So if you want to say that how you can combine two different document in a single document, how to fetch that, I don't know. But I can just ask you for 5 minutes. I can just do the search and I can finish everything. So that's my approach. So I never stick with any single thing. So if you are exploring different thing and if you stuck with one thing, and then you stuck with different thing, and then you stuck with different thing. That's the problem. I never stuck with anything. I just want to gain knowledge and see if something new is happening outside of my comfort zone.
Interesting. Also, one more question like just came into my mind. How
Yeah.
fast do you learn things? Like, how much time does it take you to learn things?
Okay, so this is a difficult question because I try to complete a video in a single week. So for next Tuesday, I try to publish videos every Tuesday. So next Tuesday, I'm going to publish a state management from Vue.js, which is called Pinia. Now, next, I am exploring what I have to create. So there are different topic with different level of learning curve. So if something is difficult to me, then I try to learn that thing in 2 3 4 weeks. But during that period, I publish videos on the topic where I'm very comfortable. So suppose if I don't have anything, if I try learning, let's say I don't know about the Kubernetes right now. This is the reality. I don't know really, but I have to create one day a video about Kubernetes. So I'm learning. So maybe uh,
Hmm.
every week I put 4 hours to learn Kubernetes. So that will maybe take 3 or 4 weeks. But during 3 or 4 weeks, I may create video on Laravel, which I don't have to look anywhere, Vue.js, React, because that's all I'm doing for last 4 5 years. So quickly
Right.
I can do that. So it depends upon the topic, how hard and easy the topic is. Now one day I need to create a video on Git and GitHub. That's an easy thing, so I can do it in 2 days because I know everything. So totally depends upon the thing. So here comes the smartness, or you can say smart work, not a hard work. So hard work will be say like you have to create a video on Kubernetes from Monday to Friday, or Monday to
Right.
next Monday. You are stick at Kubernetes. I need to create next video on Kubernetes. This is the hard work. But what I'm doing is doing the smart work. Okay, I will do that. But meanwhile, I will publish the video which I am comfortable with.
Interesting. I think that you are the right person to ask this question. Like, how college going folks can manage learning and making content at the same time.
Every person need to know one very important thing. There are many things which we have never taught, never in school, never in college. So like financial freedoms, how to deal with financial
Right.
freedom, how to do the money management, how to speak to the people, how to build a good relationship, how to build a network. And in that package, this thing come, what is time management. So you have to do the time management, nothing else. Okay. So what is the difference between a successful people and a non-successful people? Okay, I'm saying non-successful people, I'm not saying failed person, because any person can achieve success at any time. So at right now, if one person is successful and other is not successful, so the difference is not successful people just do the time pass. Okay, 90% time they are doing the time pass, and 10% they are using their time. Okay, successful people, 90% of time they are using their time, and 10% they do like what we call just wasting the time. Okay, why? Because that's how human behavior is. You have to waste time, that's how you get pleasure. So the successful people use their time. So if you are in college, so suppose your college ends during 5 or 6, just just make 1 hour for you where you learn half an hour, and half an hour create the content. It's not about like creating a 2 3 10 hour of course. You can just create a short, you can just create a reel. If you are from outside India, TikTok accessible, create a TikTok, educate people. Don't afraid of anything, don't afraid. So once the Francisco asked one question like what qualities content creator should have. So I said consistency and
Right.
shamelessness. So you have to be shameless. You don't have to worry about any other people, what people are saying. You have to create the video. You have to create the content. That's it. So if you're afraid of creating the video, do the podcast. Just not doing the video podcast, but just the audio podcast. If you even can't spoke, then just start writing the blog. If you even can't do that, just write tweet. If you even can't do that, if you even can't you just tweet, just sit back and try to teach your friend. That's also
Right.
content creation. Okay? When you are online, you are creating the content for thousands or millions of people. If you are not online, you are creating content for 2 3 people. Okay, so you, if you have to do, just do. And time management is the only thing you have to do. Try the Pomodoro technique, where you just need to set a timer for 30 minutes, start working on things. Once the alarm ring, stop, take a break of 5 minutes, and once again start. So time management is the only thing you need to have in your pocket. Otherwise, you can never do anything.
That's a great answer. The best answer that folks can get. Awesome.
Yeah.
How has your YouTube channel helped you, Sarthak?
Oh, so whatever I am right now is because of YouTube. So I remember when I started my YouTube, like it was only 4 or 5 months down. I had started creating the videos, and one email came to me, and that was from California, US, and that person asked me that, "Hey Sarthak, can you teach me how to learn Laravel?" I said, I'm also learning. I don't know many things. This person is asking me how to learn Laravel. Then I said, okay. So he, that time in 2017, offered me $10 per hour. And what I have to do, I have to just sit in front of my laptop and watching that person coding. If he's doing something wrong, I just need to point him out. Hey, you are doing this wrong. You can do it that way. That was my rule. And that person was giving me $10 per hour just for, just for pointing out the mistakes. So that was the first thing. And during my YouTube journey, many things were coming, but the next big thing, as I told you, is the Pfizer. So Pfizer company came to me and they asked me that, hey, we have this role, you want to join? I said, why not? So this is a great opportunity to me, so I just joined that. Then many big website or many big companies approached me for collaboration to create the content. Many people uh, reached me just like you for the podcast, maybe for the articles, maybe just for chatting. I created my network because of my YouTube. So if I meet anyone, I said that hey, I'm a YouTuber. I create courses. So that was my title. But nowadays I'm saying that okay, I'm full stack developer plus YouTuber. So it's really helpful. Any way you can expose yourself to the world is going to help you. Anyway. So if you are not creating any kind of content, if you want to get job, how do you get job? You create a resume, you reach to 10 people or 10 company. Maybe you put your resume on a Naukri website, right? Basically what you are doing, you are exposing yourself to the world.
Right.
Okay, so at that time you have only your resume to tell to the people that hey, this is the thing I know. But I don't have to create my resume because my YouTube is my resume. If you want to know what I'm doing, this is the link. Just go and see what I know.
Right.
So anyway, you just need to expose yourself to the world, and people will come to you.
Right, I agree. And I had this question, and I asked this to a lot of content creators, especially that at the beginning, what mattered? Did you have a large amount of views or just your domain specific content was good enough to attract the right people to contact you?
It totally depends upon the various factors. First is what you want. Okay, so first is what you want, second is which platform you are choosing, and third is how your audience is reacting to your content. Okay, so it's good to stick with one thing, because then you are creating a community of a particular thing. So I have started with Laravel framework for PHP. Then that was really helped me, because then I reached to the real community, reached to the real people. Even the Taylor Otwell, who is the creator of Laravel, I reached to that person, I know that person, he know me. So this is really helpful if you can stick with one topic, because then you can create your audience on that way. And once you have created enough audience, so that you can try different things, just explore other frameworks or language. But as said, that also depend upon the platform you are using. So if you are on Twitter, you must stick with one topic. If you are a JavaScript person and if you're trying to tweet about Python, Twitter will never going to push your content, because Twitter will feel like, hey, you are a JavaScript person, why you are tweeting about Python? Somewhat YouTube do, but YouTube is more friendly on that thing. YouTube will say that, okay, let me try to push your video. If that work, it's okay. Otherwise, I will push your basic niche content. On the
Okay.
other hand, on the other hand, Instagram is super flexible. Instagram only says that I need a content. Whatever you create, just create. You need to create content day, night, like while you are sleeping. Then also you have to create the content. That's also true with the Twitter, but Twitter is stick with one thing. Instagram, this is what I feel. Whatever I have explored, I may saying this is just from my experience. I'm not sure, but this is what I feel. So you have to see what others are doing on that particular platform and follow that. So it's there's no right and wrong answer.